what she was saying.
Yeah. God damn it.
Totally put me in my place. I forget what her name was. She was gorgeous, too. Hot North Van cop. I believe she's still a cop there.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Hot French. She's a bike cop, too.
Ooh, that kind of makes it hotter.
What else do we have here? I don't know. Oh, what is this? The owner said, is that a French or English? Or French linguistic minority population of the province in which they reside who have received their primary schooling in English have the right to have their children receive. Oh, weird. I didn't know that one.
What's that?
If your first language is French or English, then you have the right to have your children receive their primary education in that language.
Oh.
Weird. So, like, if you're in Quebec and your whole family speaks French, then you have the right to demand that your kids get taught in French.
Oh.
And vice versa with English. If you happen to be an English-speaking family in an all-French community, you can say, no, my kid needs to be taught in English.
Huh.
I didn't realize that. That's pretty cool.
That's very interesting. See, I would just ban French all around and just call it a fucking day. But that's me.
I don't think... See, it made sense in 1867 when we had a whole bunch of English-speaking people and a whole bunch of French-speaking people. Now we've got a whole bunch of everything-speaking people. I don't know why we have two official languages when the one is not even a majority of people. Like, they're not even a large minority of people. If we had a second official language, it should be Farsi or Hindi or Mandarin. Would make more sense. And I don't see why we're limited to two official languages when one of those languages doesn't apply to most of us. If we're going to have we should have 5 or 6 by now.
Which I think for the most part, I think...
Which is stupid, by the way.
They pretty much do. Like, I mean, I know that if you speak a different language and they are trying, and you're being charged for something, and you're not understanding it because you don't speak, that's not your native tongue, they still have to get somebody that speaks that language, and they will still do it.
Well, really, ask Robert Zikansky that.
Yeah.
They did not. They do. They're supposed to. But I still put that on the fucking airport. We're the only airport that doesn't have translators on hand. One of the very, very few. It's stupid. I think that we probably do now. We must now.
I would assume so, yeah.
But I think that's only fair. I mean, we have so many people from so many other countries. If you're, they citizens or not, just people in general deserve rights. Humans deserve rights, whether you're a citizen or not. Now, don't bite me off at the knees for saying that. I know there's very big limits on what I'm saying, and there needs to be, but people shouldn't get fucked over just because they don't happen to have their citizenship right away. That's not grounds to just kill them.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's really not. Because they might get citizenship. I also believe once you get citizenship, it doesn't mean your whole fucking family is allowed to have citizenship now, and 18 of them have to be arbitrarily flown over from wherever you're from.
No, fuck that. No.
You got citizenship? Great. Congratulations. Welcome to the country, my new Canadian friend. Your family did not.
They have to go through their own fucking time to do all that.
That's it in a nutshell, kids. That's the first 14 anyway. There's some boring crap in there that I kind of glossed over, but the fact is you have the right to not be fucked over by your government or by the cops. That's what it is. And you've only had that for less than 40 years. Imagine the country before that, when all these things weren't granted.
That's fucking crazy.
Back when it was still illegal to be gay and shit.
Yeah.
You're getting a loony, kids, just so you know. Sorry, we won't get back on that.
Yeah, we already talked about that one.
One thing I failed to mention last night, and I really do want to because they're good people, and you, if you want to keep hearing Gord and I learn as we go along here, you should do so listening to us on Radio Public. Radio Public's the app that helps people like you find shows like ours. And you help support us every time you listen on Radio Public. So everybody benefits. The cool thing about Radio Public is it's available everywhere. You don't need a password. There's no subscription or anything like that. You just download the app and you're there. You're in. It's kind of like listening to the radio. And if you like that about it, you can set it on radio mode. And you can find some really cool podcasts you may not have found before after you listen to me and Gord. It's just like listening to the radio. It's a very, very cool site. And everybody benefits from it because we get paid every time you listen on Radio Public. Whether we know it or not, we get paid. That's very cool of them to do that. They're supporting everybody. So get started today. Go to the App Store or Google Play Store and download the Radio Public app. And immediately look for the link to Eric and Gord. What if we're right? Or go to Eric and, or you can go to Eric and you can go to ericandgord.com. And there's a listen on Radio Public button you can click, and it'll take you right there. I did all the hard work for you. All you have to do is literally click a button.
Yeah, you got no fucking excuses anymore, asshole.
Or now that that's said and done, and I like Radio Public. They're good people, and really, if you don't like that extra step, just listen on ericandgord.com. It's way cooler. Our embeddable player is pretty damn skookum. I'll give you that.
What the fuck was that?
It's skookum. I don't get a chance to use skookum very often, but that's a skookum player I set up there.
That is.
And
use that word again.
I did that myself. I wrote the code for that shit.
Yeah, please never use that term again.
I went to the library and I got a book on HTML and I did it. That's all I know how to do, and I'll do it again and again because that's all I know. That's all I learned.
Oh man,
that's why I can't figure out.
Terrible.
I have been trying to figure out our app. That's something I need you kids to answer because I'm at a standstill here. I want to develop an Eric and Gord app. Now I don't really need to develop an app that plays our show. We already have that. Our website plays our show. There's an app on the website that plays the show. And we don't need something that plays the show. What do you want an Eric and Gord app to do?
Ooh.
That's the question. And I want everybody to send in Eric at ericandgord.com. Tell me what you would like our Eric and Gord app to do for you. As far as I can tell, it's either going to play music or some shitty game or something. That's all I can think of. A robot. I should make a robot game.
You should make a robot game. That'd be spectacular.
That'd be a good idea. Maybe I'll work on that.
Bad idea at all.
I'll make a game out of the robots. Wow. That's going to be impossible, by the way. I have no idea how to make a game, but I can figure it out. We
have no idea how to do a podcast, but we're doing well with that. So
hey,
there's no excuses now.
I just pushed play on something and it happened to work.
Sometimes.
Yeah, more often than not, it didn't. But it seems we're on a good roll nowadays.
Yes, absolutely we are.
Now that I said that, sure enough.
Watch this shit just shut down now.
Excellent.
Yay,
like
science.
We're talking about the fucking Chinese, and all of a sudden, boom, dead. Oh.
Yeah, right. Where was I? I've totally lost my train of thought now. I got too excited thinking about this game. All right. We're an hour in, and you sound like I'm losing you.
Really? Oh, okay.
All right, am I not?
No?
Okay.
No, good.
Yeah, you sounded tired there. I am so disorganized. I apologize, everybody. I know I promised a better episode tonight than we had last night. But
I think we've given him a better fucking episode tonight. I think we've done a good one tonight.
Giving him a lot to chew on there. Now, one thing that the other listeners wanted us to touch on, and again, I think this is fucking fantastic. God love you, Gord, for your idea. Let's keep doing this every morning, guys. Get on Facebook and tell us what you want the show to be about, and we will make that happen. It's so much cooler than just listening to whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Tell me what you want to hear, and we'll give it to you. I've been saying that since day one. And it's really great to see the participation this morning. That got me really stoked. And I hope I'm doing.
Also, when I tell you, by the way, this is nothing. Because I'll do up another one tonight, and I'm telling you, when I do up a secondary post and give people say, look, that was really great, I appreciate this, but I need more.
Yeah, and guys, it's
telling you, it's going to blow up.
This can be, like I've always said, this is your show. You tell us what to do, and we're in. We're on board. You guide the ship. I'm just here to make sure Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't bang Kate Winslet, but you guys are in charge of the rest of the ship.
Which reminds me, I saw a fucking meme today. There's a picture from the end of Titanic when Kate Winslet was on the board and he's in the water. And there's a little bubble thing, and all of a sudden above it says, "Bitch, can you move the fuck over so I can get up too?"
Yeah.
Because that was a big fucking door she was taking.
It was.
You know, there's plenty of fucking room.
And they've since recreated that door to the actual specs from the Titanic and proven that there's absolutely no way it couldn't have supported both of them. If it was a real door from the real Titanic, it would have held both of them no problem. So, someone...
You're a bitch.
We will be bringing that up in Titanic 2 when it comes out. Maybe that's what Titanic 2 is all about. We start investigating her for murdering Jack.
What a twist. The old bird goes to fucking jail for murdering because she opened her mouth to tell the story.
Right?
Oh, that's so good. Talk about self-incrimination. There's the definition of that.
Come on, Jimmy Cameron. I know you got time. You can't be doing Avatar for the rest of your life. Let's do this.
Oh, that's such a great idea.
What
you do is team up with Law and Order.
Oh, yeah. We'll get the original cast. We'll bring Jerry Orbach and Chris Noth, the whole gang. Michael Moriarty and Jill Hennessy. We'll get them all together for a big Titanic meets Law and Order. Netflix presents in association with Eric and Gord.
Just to be able to hear the soundtrack of where it starts off with don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be so happy.
Your heart might go on, but your ass will be in jail. Stand by.
There's one thing I want to bring up. There it is.
That's right.
There's one thing I actually wanted to bring up, so I'd like to know your opinion on that. Have you heard that
about the bird?
The American government, has officially recognized and released and publicized the findings of military personnel that have experienced UFO sightings? I
did hear something about that.
It is now being released that they're allowing, if they have this footage, if they have anything else, they are now allowed to have it being released.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Some fucking spectacular shit has been coming to light now.
And of course, it's all fake.
Well, yeah, it's because we live on a flat earth. What do you expect?
Exactly.
God said it in a single line in the entire fucking Bible.
Didn't actually say it at all, in fact.
No.
It's actually one dude said at one time he wanted to lay on the flat earth with his wife in his tent. Meaning he wanted flat ground under his tent. Who the fuck doesn't? Everybody looks for the flat ground under their tent. That's what the passage in the Bible was saying. Doesn't want a big fucking rock under him while he's trying to nail his wife.
Also, that could give you leverage.
That's all that passage meant, and that was one random line in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
So fuck you guys. I hate all of you. And you know what? This goes hand in hand with this fluoride in the water bullshit. Go fuck yourself.
The which?
Fluoride in the water. I got my anti-vaxxer bastards talking about fluoride in the water is giving us all cancer. No, it's not.